Phillies are running out of time. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Outset Videocast. Today we're going to have our 15-weekly update of the offseason, as we're going to be talking about some Phillies news and throw around baseball news. And guys, before getting this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please show a notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So let's welcome the newest member of my jersey collection, the 1991 Mitchell and Ness Darren Daulton jersey. I love this jersey. I actually ordered it way back in December. I believe it was December 29th. Took it until January 29th to get here. So a month after I ordered it, it finally arrived from DHL. So wow, it just definitely took a while to get, but it was worth the wait. I love this jersey. It's vintage. As I said, they wore this in batting practice. I believe they also wore it in spring training. As I said, this is a Darren Daulton Mitchell and Ness 1991 jersey. I love this jersey. I mean, I love how just authentic it looks and just how vintage it looks. I mean, I think it's a great jersey. Once again, I mean, I love supporting Darren Daulton. Fortunately, he passed away. And the thing I love about it is number 10, right, for JT Realmuto as well. So, welcome to the collection. I'm so glad to have this jersey. It was worth the wait for sure. As I said, I love how Phillies is scripted. And a lot of the Phillies throwback jerseys with the maroon pinstripe, my all maroon one, and with the baby blue one, they all have the Philly P with the logo. This one is Philly scripted, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm super stoked to have this in the collection now. So welcome to the jersey rotation. So let's dive right into the weekly update. We have a lot to cover here in this one. Last week, Major League Baseball submitted a proposal to the MLB Players Union. Oh my goodness, here we go again. This is June 2020 all over again, right, folks? Hang on a second. So to submit a 154-game proposal to the Players Union, there's some gray area with the, universal DH and, some expanded playoffs as well. There are, some gray areas there of whether they're going to do that this year. They already said, here's the thing, they said, we don't know if we're going to have universal DH this season, even though they've already come out and said in the National League they will not have DH. And yet they're already talking about it again. They flip-flop so much. I thought they already came out and said that they weren't going to have universal DH. And now they're already talking about it again, and this makes no sense. So, luckily, the union chief, Tony Clark, turned down this offer from the MLB, commissioner's office with Rob Manfred, and they didn't counter-proposal, which means they did not, counter back to Major League Baseball with another proposal. They just turned it down. They said it's too late in the offseason to be talking about delaying the season, which I 100% agree with. This is ridiculous. When the NBA and the NHL are already starting to play, why in the world do we need to push back the start of the season? It makes no sense. No sense. Report on time. It's now 10 days away. Report on time. I am so tired. They're just trying to push everything back. It is ridiculous. And I am on the union side on this. I am on Tony Clark's side. I'm going to side with them because you know what? They're trying to they're trying to play the game. They're not trying to delay it like Rob Manfred. And why push it back to 154 games? What is that? Any different than 162? Why not just play 162? Why does it have to be 154? It's ridiculous. Rob Manfred is officially the worst commissioner in sports. His decision-making is just horrendous. It's horrendous. I mean, I really question it. He does not know what he's doing. He just does not know what he's doing. He looks like a deer in the headlights out there. He just does not know what he's doing. So you know what? I'm just so sick and tired of this union, Major League Baseball stuff. It's just such a load of just, negativity. It just really, really is. I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of hearing about it. It's just like, play baseball. Stop trying to push it back. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And thank the Lord above that the MLB Players Union turned down that offer. So I also want to make a little bit of a discussion. With Spencer Howard, had a couple starts in 2020 for the Phillies out of starting rotation. Bit of a disappointment. He's another guy that you could say, as I talk about a lot, with the Phillies calling up their prospect too early. I love Spencer Howard, but they called Alec Bohm out of Double-A. I mean, you can make the argument they, called up Michael Franco too early. They, called up Scott Kingery definitely way too early. So even if Aaron Nola got drafted in 2014, he came up in 2015. So the Phillies are notorious for calling up players prematurely out of the minor leagues. They just are. Whether that's out of Double-A with Alec Bohm or Triple-A, I mean, they're just notorious for doing that, calling prospects up way too early. And Spencer Howard had some injury problems. He couldn't really go deep in the games. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do in 2021. Did they put him in the bullpen, or did they send him down to the minors? Did they put him back at the Iron Pigs? to get some more innings, which I think they should probably do. I think they should, have him get some more innings down there in, Lehigh Valley, get ready. So I think it's important that, we put him back down at AAA, down with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, I think, or he comes out of the Phillies bullpen. I really don't know. But we need no matter what happens, because, he's not going to get, be in our starting rotation this year with the signing of Chase Anderson and Matt Moore. So it's going to be interesting to see, what they do with Spencer Howard. As I said, AAA, or they put him in the bullpen. It's going to be interesting to see what they do there. But the Phillies, they announced this week they had signed 10 international free agents. Dave Dombrowski, they were busy this week. They really were. But, they keep signing all these international free agents, these really just cheap signings, elsewhere, when it comes to pitching staff. Instead of going out and, maybe throwing some money at Alex Colomé, and then you see him go to the Twins. So, why not throw some money at these guys? Alex Colomé he's had a great career. And you just let him go to the Twins for $6.25 million, and you just let him go to the Twins. How do you not try to outbid them? It's just absolutely absurd. They have passed on, as MLB Chatterbox said, Corey, they have passed on a legendary relief pitching class. It's pathetic. When you have all these bullpen woes in 2020, you have the biggest free agent relief pitching class, in years, and you can't even capitalize on it. Isn't that a darn shame that the Phillies have wasted this opportunity to significantly improve the bullpen? They have just, blown by the wayside. They have not addressed this issue. Isn't that a shame? And here we go, another cheap signing this week with the signing of right-handed pitcher Chase Anderson on a 1-year, $4 million contract. Why? I don't understand this. I just do not really like this signing at all. One good thing is if we do not have a six-man rotation this season, this will mean that Vince Velasquez now will be booted from the rotation, which is great news because Vince Velasquez just needs to get off this team. Chase Anderson, he just does not have the best stuff. He's 33 years of age. And once again, we need guys who are going to eat innings for us. He was 1-2 with a 7.22 ERA in 2020. His best season of his career was back in 2017 with the Brewers, where he went 12-4 with a 2.74 ERA. Most recently in 2019, prior to 2020, he was 8-4 with a 4.21 ERA. So this isn't like, a horrendous signing, but this is, yet again, another cheap signing. Like, how do you expect to win with these just cheap signings? It's an absolute joke. If you're going to go take a look at his repertoire, fastball, changeup, cutter, slider, that's what he's going to give you. That's his repertoire right there. Uses his fastball 32% of the time. That's, the pitch he uses the most. Of course, for most pitchers, that's what they usually use. Throw some off speed in there with his changeup a little bit, but they just keep. I don't understand. They throw all this money at position players like Gregorius and Remuto and a couple years ago with Bryce Harper, but they will not. Other than Zach Wheeler, pretty much, they will not throw significant money in the pitching staff, not just bullpen, but the pitching staff as well. The whole entire pitching staff, starting rotation, bullpen. They just will not throw significant money into improving this pitching staff. They just won't do it, and I don't know why. I really just don't know why. I'd love to know. And for these people who keep thinking that Vince Velasquez in the bullpen could work, let me just explain how that is totally wrong. So Vince Velasquez goes out there and pitches 4 to 5 innings for you, 100 plus pitches. Well, the reason why he can't, reason why his pitch count's so high is because he can't locate, because he's walking people, so that brings his pitch count up. It's one thing if he's going out there and pitching 4 to 5 innings with 60, 70 pitches, hey, he's getting taken out of the game. Yeah, he's just wearing out his arm, hey, he just doesn't have the stamina. The reason why he's not going deep into games is because he's thrown 100 plus pitches because he can't locate. And that is why he's walking a bunch of people. He's going to go out there 4 to 5 innings, 100 plus pitches, walking those because his arms is worn out because he's throwing 100 plus pitches. Once again, it'd be different. If he was going out there pitching, 60, 70 pitches in 4 or 5 innings of work, it'd be different. Say, hey, he just doesn't have the stamina. He's wearing out his arm because he can't locate. That is the issue with Vince Velasquez. He cannot locate. So he'd be no better in the bullpen. And not to mention, they tried him in the bullpen and it didn't work. So for the people out there who think that Vince Velasquez in the bullpen could work, watch that part of the video because it just shows you that he would not work in the bullpen. He's just not a good pitcher. He just can't locate his stuff. He has good stuff, but he can't locate it. So Chase Anderson, another cheap signing in our rotation. The guy was a 7.22 ERA last season. Seriously, 7.22 ERA in his 2017 season. I think he's far off from there. He just is. He's not that same pitcher he was in 2017 with the Brewers. He's not. He's not going to eat a whole lot of innings for you. I just don't really like the signing. I mean, once again, another cheap signing from the Phillies. You pass on Alex Colom in the bullpen. Instead, you've dumped $7 million in with Chase Anderson and Matt Moore. So you're going to ignore Alex Colom and then instead go after Matt Moore and Chase Anderson for the starting rotation. So that's what they decided to do. That's what they decided to do. I think that's pretty pathetic if you ask me. But also another little discussion I want to add in here with Didi Gregorius. The Phillies and Didi Gregorius reached an agreement last week. It was last Saturday on that 2-year, $28 million contract. Yet to be made official, ladies and gentlemen. It is yet to be made official. I'm not sure what's going on. I find it a little odd. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe, because of travel, maybe he's having a hard time getting back to Philly for his physical. There is an agreement in place, but he has not signed his name to that contract. It is not official, ladies and gentlemen. And no, I'm not concerned. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what's going on there. Once someone said it was normal. That is not normal to take weeks to get it done. I mean, over a week. I mean, that is not normal. It's usually, a couple days. I understand that. But no explanation. It's one thing they had an explanation. They no explanation. I've tried to do research on it. What has taken so long? Again, I'm not worried. I'm just curious. I'm very, very curious. 10 days until pitchers and catchers report to Clearwater, Florida, Spectrum Field. I am super excited. The first game on February 27th. I am so excited for this season, despite the pitching staff being a total disaster, other than, some, good. I mean, the Archie Bradley signing was good, but it just made us a tad bit better. It didn't, push us forward enough. It just didn't. Other than our pitching staff, being a disappointment, I'm excited to see what our offense is going to do this season. I think we're going to have a really big offensive year. Getting JT and TD back, I think it's really going to solidify our offense. But here's one thing. If they would have signed Brad Hand to solidify the end of the bullpen, I like Hector Neris in the setup role. If you have Hector Neris and Archie Bradley both in the setup role, and then you have a guy like Brad Hand or Liam Hendricks, and the back end of the bullpen and the closing role, that would solidify the back end of the bullpen. Instead, you just pass on these guys. You let Brad Hand go to the Nats. You let Liam Hendricks go to the White Sox. They have just passed on a legendarily pitching class. It's really a darn shame. It's really just a darn shame. It really just makes me sad. So some news around baseball. Trevor Bauer signs a 3-year, $100 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Wow, he thinks he's like the best pitcher in baseball with this YouTube video. I mean, my gosh, this guy's had one good year of his career against sub-500 teams in a 60-game shortened season. Give me a break. The Dodgers are the first rotation ever to have 3 former Cy Young Award winners in their rotation, So that's going to be a dogfight out in the NL West this year with the Padres and Dodgers. So 3 former Cy Youngs in that rotation. That is unbelievable. Not to mention they have Walker Buehler in that rotation as well. So that is a very, very good rotation there out in Los Angeles. So they have a chance to repeat. But once again, Trevor Bauer, insanely overrated. Not worth $33 million a year. Insanely overrated. You saw the Mets, Bob Nightingale, throwing out this report saying, the Mets and Trevor Bauer are in agreement. And then, not even 12 hours later, Trevor Bauer now has this YouTube video of him wearing a Dodgers uniform saying this is where I'm going to be playing. So it made Bob Nightingale look quite foolish. With that report. I mean, you don't go out there and tweet that unless you absolutely know. I mean, maybe he just was misled. I mean, I don't think he meant to do that, of course, but that was just kind of weird. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Marcell Ozuna is going back to the Atlanta Braves. That's a pretty disappointing sign. I was hoping that he was going to go back to the St. Louis Cardinals, but after they went out and got Nolan Arenado, the overrated Nolan Arenado, I didn't think he'd be heading back there. But Bryce Harper ranked number 5 in right fielders in baseball. In the top 10, ranked number 5. I can't believe Aaron Judge is ranked number 4. Bryce Harper should be number 4. Aaron Judge is not better than Bryce Harper. He's just not. He's hurt all the time. I do not agree with that. I did not think they did a good job with that. I think Harper should have been number 4. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section. At Phillies Hats of Instagram, Rob Fanatics Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me phillieshatsup@gmail.com. Super Bowl today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I think this has the potential of being a historic Super Bowl with Tom Brady leaving the New England Patriots. Could you see him go out and leave the Patriots and go out and win a Super Bowl with another, organization? That'd be pretty cool. And with Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, could you see him repeat? I think that'd be pretty cool. I actually used to run an Eagles show called the Eagles Hot Stove Videocast. Did it for 1 year, did not like it. Don't really like football. I'll be watching the game today. Super Bowl. I don't know who's going to win. I think either way, I think this has the chance to be historic. As I said, Pat Mahomes, could you see him repeat? And with Tom Brady, it'd be cool to see him win a Super Bowl after leaving the Patriots. I think that'd be pretty cool. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I am Luke, and I'll talk to you all later. I'll see you guys.